Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today we are on another D-Day in Paradise and it's Total Destruction 3 versus 3, and this video is part of the Bubble and Silver and Vulcan Do Decks series in which we go over decks and then we play those decks. So in the last 3 videos of this series we've gone over the Eurocore Mechanized deck, which I am playing today, and there'll be a link to the description of that video in the description below, so if you want to check that out before you actually watch this video, you might want to do that if you want to see what units I'm using. SilverRaptor is using his Blue Dragon armored deck, so he's going to have some nice tanks, and Vulcan is using his United States Marine deck, so he'll be taking over the seas on the right hand side, hopefully. Now the plan of action for us was for SilverRaptor to actually take over the whole of this area over on the, or at least try to defend the whole of this area over on the left, and for me and Vulcan to just push up the right hand side, him with his marine deck and myself with my mechanized deck. So it looks like Vulcan's bringing out a bunch of Lafayette's right at the start, very brave, and I'm just pushing a Mistral over to the right hand side to get us a bit of recon. Poor Vulcan's Cobra goes down then, he's just going to need to turn his prog round, keep it away from that Sokol. I've got a bunch of Marder 2s with a nice BLUFOR gun, full of Panzer Grenadiers, and I've got a bunch of Marder 1A1s, which is my staple armoured truck here, or infantry fighting vehicle I suppose you could call it, full of Panzer Grenadiers as well. So I'm kind of going for overwhelming numbers here, which tends to be the case when you use a mechanized deck. These Marders are very, very good also at shooting down helicopters. The only thing I haven't really got defenses against is aircraft, but I'm going to be fighting a lot in the trees and buildings, so I'm not going to be too worried about having too much anti-aircraft cover, although I've got the Mistrals, one of which should shoot down this Mi-2T. I'm not sure if I shot that down or whether the Lafayette shot it down in the end. So I've managed to unload some Panzer Grenadiers to Hotel, so the push is going very, very well so far, and I've offloaded a few of my Marders with Panzer Grenadiers to the left hand side of Hotel here, just to go through the trees, and the rest of them are heading over to this area to try and cut off any supplies. Now the Panzer Grenadiers immediately come up against some Formosas and are getting a little bit of support from the Marder 2s, luckily for them, because these Formosas are very, very good infantry. Panzer Grenadiers getting stunned and taken out very quickly by these Formosas, and there's some LSTRs, some more very good infantry in the buildings just behind the Formosas. Now we have got some OT-810s, these Marder 1A1s should take them down very, very easily as I unload the Panzer Grenadiers so they can use their RPGs as well. These Panzer Grenadiers haven't encountered any enemy. SilverRaptor has managed to push down all the way through Juliet before coming against the bulk of this enemy player here. Looks like he's just unloading K200, having a field day here, and oh, looks like the Lafayettes have encountered, what was that? That was a ship they've just taken out there with their anti-ship warfare missiles. Panzer Grenadiers come up against some Zaloniskis, just some basic infantry, but the LSTRs at the rear of these Zaloniskis are very, very good, and will take out these Marders if they get close enough. In fact, they've taken out the Marders of these Panzer Grenadiers, which is why they're on just 2 health. These LSTRs, very, very nice infantry. Are they elite trained? I think they are, yeah, elite trained, and they've got some AP power 24, actually 70% Vampire RPGs, which is why they're so dangerous to those Marder 2s. They're also a match for the Panzer Grenadiers on a one-on-one basis easily as well, because they're elite training. But these Panzer Grenadiers should do away with these Zaloniskis. So I pulled these Panzer Grenadiers back here a little bit. These Marder 1A1s don't want to get too close to these buildings, because we did see some more LSTRs, and they've got Commandosi in there as well, some more elite infantry to be fighting, and these Panzer Grenadiers not going to stand a chance. These Marder 2s have got to be careful, as one gets taken out from an RPG from those Commandosi as well. So more Zalanishkis. I'm not too worried about the Zalanishkis. I'm more worried about the LSTRs and the Commandoses as I pull my Marder 1 back. My other Marders and another one of my Marders and the Panzer Grenadiers are trying to support SilverRaptor over here to try to stop them coming kind of over the bridge. They've got a lot of units out and about. They've probably got this building here full of infantry now. As my Marders try to snipe a couple of their T-55s. I've put some Marders in the trees here as well to try and clear out any infantry. And what happens now is SilverRaptor actually brings his Lafayettes around to Hotel, which is going to help me out no end with these elite infantry. Again, not too worried about these Zalanishkis. It's the LSTRs and the Commandosi I need help with. As some choppers come in. Are they ASW choppers? Clearly they're not because they're getting too close. Oh, they must have been chasing that twin Huey. But when these Lafayettes get close enough, you can see they're already opening up. Now, this looks like there's some anti-air units in here as well. Oh, that's the LSTRs, of course, I think. But these Lafayettes should help me out very shortly, I hope, if they can just get an angle. There's some more enemy being exposed there. I'm not sure what that was. But whatever it was, immediately taken out by the Lafayettes. As we continue to attack those Zalanishkis. These Marder 1A1s with the more Panzer Grenadiers are going to try to make their way over to the building as another set of the Zalanishkis bite the dust. These Marder 1A1s are still going strong here against these T-55s. We've got some lovely K1s here, of course. This one's pretty damaged, but we've got a Lana Yonshiki as well, taking some, looks like, gives these T-55s one in the face and one in the face there as well, which means these Marder 1A1s are actually going to get side shots, are they, on these units if they can just get their missiles off. There we go. Well, it's firing away with its autocannon anyway, so takes out that. Got some Sturms coming over. Sturm's very dangerous at range against Nana Yonshikis, but not if it gets too close. Ooh, like that. A shame for the Sturm. Now it looks like with the help of the Lafayettes we've managed to mostly wrestle control, although there's still some more LSTRs and Formosas. I need to just unload those, as I do straight away there, and just move these Panzer Grenadiers in to try to expose any infantry. I think it must be the Commandosi here shooting at my Marders as I just try to pull them back. Two more rockets, take out one of the Marders, but the Panzer Grenadier is now engaging those Commandosi as Vulcan has to just readjust a little bit to take out that Nanushka that made an appearance there to try to help his ally in Hotel, but failed miserably as those Lafayettes got a volley off immediately. Now I've got a lot more reinforcements coming again, going to try and overwhelm these guys with numbers. Loads more Panzer Grenadiers in Marder 1A1s coming in on the action. Now we've got Commandosi, 10 Commandosi against 32 Panzer Grenadiers. We should win that one. We should win that one, even though the Commandosis are elite. They are panicked now, and our units are still mainly calm. Mainly. There we go. Okay. Oh no, they're still there. Just 3 left. Very panicked. And down they go as the reinforcements arrive. Oh, there's one left. He hit himself. Must have stopped firing momentarily. Yeah, down he goes. Nice. So I hope that we have completely cleared out this area now. Vulcan certainly thinks so. He's off to attack Foxtrot by the looks of it. And SilverRaptor, he's still wrestling over here on the left. Managed to take these buildings, maybe, it looks like now, which is good. Managed to wrestle control of this compound. And he's just putting his tanks out of harm's way to flank anything coming up this road. He's got some Nano Sanshikis back there as well. A bit of AA and a nice K1 and a nice K1 on that side as well. And some infantry coming up from the rear. So it looks like he's got a nice defensive line there. and should hopefully build up for maybe a push into Lima. In the meantime, my Panzer Grenadiers have moved forward and found a whole bunch of infantry in these buildings, but they are getting support from the autocannon again, from the Marder 1A1s, and the Nanoyonshikis opening up with their they're mainly firing with their main guns. Oh, the K1s are joining in on the party as well against these infantry. Oh, looks like SilverRaptor's been bombed, been attacked by the Fabeo. I'm not sure what it's doing, to be honest. Oh, a Eudaloi has made an appearance on the right hand side to try to do battle with Vulcan's Lafayettes. Now, Vulcan's Lafayettes are low on their exocets, but they've got decent bow guns, and looks like it's a 3v1 bow gun competition. Now, the Eudaloi's bow gun is very powerful, but it only has one. Lafayette's bow gun are decent. Well, they are very good as well, actually, and they have 3 of them. So that should be interesting. Might take a while because they're kind of not hitting each other much at the moment. In the meantime, however, I continue to try to do battle for this little corner of the earth here. There isn't an Mi-25 causing me some problems because it's just out of range of my Marders, unfortunately, as I pull that one back. But I've got a Marder 2 with the main gun, which is very, very good if it can get close enough against these choppers. As what we've got coming in here, oh, it's a rocket plane, takes out my Marder 1A1. The Marder 2 chasing down this Mi-25, but I think that's just going to get away as the Panzer Grenadiers continue to push for these few compounds here. As another JH-7 rocket plane comes in and takes out one of SilverRaptor's tanks there. Looks like we've got another one coming in as well. Oh, well, what was that? That was a KWS firing off a crazy missile. So, bombs away. Going for the SAMs by the looks of it. Oh, that was a nice little bombing mission there. Did it get in? It got out as well. However, the Panzer Grenadiers have managed to get themselves in position, but get taken out. There is still an infantry squad in there. I'm going to push these Panzer Grenadiers forward though, keep them moving, because this Marder is in a very nice position to provide supporting fire when they become exposed. As I'm spreading around some of my Marders here with Panzer Grenadiers just to try and clear out these trees of enemy as the bow gun battle continues against this Eudaloi, which is on half health now. Lafayette's not really losing any health, but Vulcan has got some Lynx AHS-2s, got 4 ASW missiles apiece, and he's bringing in a 4th Lafayette as well. And once these guys unleash, I should expect, because they're side on as well to this Eudaloi, to take this guy out. 4 missiles apiece, 32 ASW missiles. That's a lot of ASW missiles. So it's down. Oh, gets a big hit there. Down to 5 health points now. Down to 2. Down to 1. And down it goes. Nice. Very nice. So in the meantime, we still haven't managed to get our infantry into these buildings, unfortunately. I brought in a couple of Mancati 6x6s, mainly to reinforce or to resupply my units with manpower. These were the 2 Panzer Grenadiers that basically got RPG'd out of their vehicle, went down to 2 health, so they're back fully to full health now. So I've just got to use these 6x6s just to buff everything up, and then we're going to move up to this corner. Now, SilverRaptor starting to look a little bit thin on the ground here. It looks like he's looking a little bit thin on the ground on this side. He's looking okay here. Nice defensive line here. Although perhaps could push up maybe into these trees a little bit. Oh, he's actually got some infantry in behind him here. Some Danchis. Took a shot and took out one of his K1s. Ooh. Nice. That was quite a nice move by the enemy there. But he's got some infantry here, so he's got his flank a little bit protected. So they'll need to get through those before they get to his next K1. So Vulcan bringing up another Lafayette, and he's managed to, looks like he's managed to kill the command. Looks like a command chopper here has been taken out by his Lafayettes. He's got an LCU up there as well to resupply his ships. So what I've decided to do, because we're so well, we've got a good lead, let's put it that way. Now I know you might say the enemy aren't brilliant in this game, and they weren't the best. They were bringing out wasting quite a lot of aircraft and stuff, and helicopters and things, especially attacking Lafayettes with the wrong aircraft. But we really wanted to do these videos to show off the units we made in the deck building videos. I think those deck building videos are pretty good because we kind of discuss between the three of us in those videos what units are good and what we think's bad and stuff like that, and we kind of show them off in the gameplay. Looks like they've brought in some artillery now, some rocket artillery, to try to slow down our progress. Some more T-55As, they seem to like those, but with all these K1s and Nanoyongshikis sitting here in the trees, oh actually that was napalm, that just didn't do any good at all. That was just way too spread out. Now I'm slowly moving my Mancatis forward, just trying to resupply everything, bringing all these Marders over for some resupply as well, bringing all my units across just to get resupplied before I try and push up into the next stage. Now meanwhile on this left hand side, SilverRaptor's reinforced this little area, still doing battle over this compound. But what I've done, I've bought in a whole ton of these really cheap 15 points a piece weasels. They do have an autocannon, poorly armoured. They do shoot on the move, 5% stabiliser, not the best, but 5%. Only naturally 15%, but they fire at a high fire rate and they can shoot helicopters or ground. And the idea is to line these up and then just try to spam them through and run them straight in through their base, basically. That's the plan, and we'll see if it works. So we'll just wait for them all to group up before we make our attack, and also we're buffing up all our units here, getting ready for a push, a massive push onto their base. Now in the meantime, we might not even have to do a massive push on their base, because it looks like Vulcan, who is coming under ATGM fire, his Lafayette coming under some ATGM fire there, from these buildings. ATGMs are quite good against ships, but you can see he can't see the enemy, but what he's doing, he's fire positioning on them, which is a good move to try to take them out that way. It's a shame he hasn't got a recon here just to spot them, but he is fire positioning on the positions where he thinks they're firing from, and there's an MI1. It's going to get too close if it's not careful. We've got a plane coming in. I don't know what that is. A MiG-21M? What's that? I don't know what that's got on it, on board. Oh, so it's a napalm plane. Interesting. Yeah, it's going to get shot down. It's got its payload off, but it's going to get shot down, whatever, against Lafayettes. Lafayettes have really... Although, these Lafayettes are actually out of Crotale CN2, so that needs a resupply, which is bringing in now. But it's got a fresh Lafayette. That's going to have Crotales. That's going to have the long-range missiles, which are going to take out this MiG-29-9 really easily. Say that, it just gets away. Oh, no. I'm not sure if he took that out or not. I think he may have took that out. But anyway, looks like he's making his amphibious landings. Bought some LVTPs, probably with Marines in. What else? He's got some recon, some more recon coming in behind, chaparral. He's got some nice landing units coming in on the right hand side. Now the weasel attack's on the way, so we're going to come forward with all these weasels. It's a bit noisy. And we're going to see if we can do any damage with these. So you can see it's a bit of a train, a bit of a spam, but there's not a lot of points there. You might look a lot, but there's not a massive amount of points. And we should be able to get those units out of those buildings on our way across the bridge, hopefully. So it's all looking good. Until, yeah, managed to take out the infantry. We're taking some shots. Looks like a bomber coming in. And yeah, Yeah. Bit of a roadblock ahead. And yeah. We're still going though. We're still going. Until we get bombed to hell. So that didn't quite work out as planned. I've still got a few weasels heading on their way, but we lost quite a lot when that bomb hit. But what we have got is all our Marders with all our Panzer Grenadiers all loaded up, and we're going to head towards the Gulf and spam them, as well as keeping our weasels on the move. Also, they're getting attacked from the right by Vulcan's amphibious landing, and SilverRaptor keeping up the pressure. He's mainly concentrating on this left in Lima now. He's kind of left these in a defensive position. But that's not a problem, because I've managed to push over the bridge. We're taking a bit of fire against our Marders here, but they're continuing to roll forward. He's got an MI6 flying across there for some reason. And these Marders are going to rip any infantry apart that are in these trees with their autocannons on the way past. I do drop off one set there, but keep everything else moving as much as I can. Start to move my weasels across here to try to look for their command. Spot there. There's an MI. Actually, it's a helicopter command. Shows a little bit the inexperience of the enemy using helicopter commands like that out in the open. Yep, there's the Marines making their way through the trees nicely. Looks like it's coming across some resistance, but not huge amounts. Some very damaged infantry there, Motorschützen. As the Marders continue to make their way forward, I split some off as I come across, hunting for their command. Their command in India goes down to a Marder 1A1 there. So no more reinforcements from India. BM24 is going to bite the dust there as I unload all my units, and then I'll just move them slowly across the map. There's the command there, the last base command. The US Marines are going to do the job on them, I expect. They're trying to bring more units out, but they're just going to get mown down by the autocannons from the Marders. And these command infantry trying their best of actually getting... These Marines have actually taken some damage, but he's got another set of Marines in the building there. Down to 1 health now, and the command goes down as the Marders just move across to finish the job. So not a lot of resistance left there. As the pincer attack, I suppose you could call it, from the amphibious landing by Vulcan on the right hand side, and by my big spammy push on the left hand side with the mechanized deck. Finished off their bases in very, very short time. So all that's left now is a command somewhere in Lima for us to find. SilverRaptor's trying his best to push forward here. He's managed to take good control of this base in the centre here. A couple of super etendards coming in there from me, just trying to take out some of their units. So there's not a lot I can do with all these units as the Marines and the Marders try to mop up some resistance there. Got a couple of intruders coming in, a couple of bombers from Vulcan. See where he's going with those. Is he going sniping for CVs? It looks like he might do. Been stunned. One of them's been stunned, won't drop. His other one drops. In fact, they both dropped there. Unfortunately, it wasn't there. So it's just a matter of time now, I think, before we find this last command. Just need to get some units up into this position so that we can push forward. Another super, bringing in another super étendard. Let's follow this one in. Oops, missed. Take out a little 5-pointer there. As I'm getting gunned down. But just about managed to get out. Now the command has been spotted going over into this position. So it must be in there somewhere now. Now what I do, I bring out a bunch of these Cassiopeias because there's not a lot else I can do. I haven't got time to load up on my Panzer Grenadiers and run them across. Need something quick to get over there. As Vulcan brings a couple of Prowlers to take out any radar AA. Cassiopeias will basically gun down anything if you just fly them over a region. And I bring out some HOTs as well. And I've got a HOT that I've moved over that I had brought in much earlier in the game. So it looks like SilverRaptor's on the move as well with all his tanks. Decided to push over to the left-hand side. It's going to be their weak side because they've probably put most of their defences up around here with some AA in the background. So probably much less defended over here. So good idea to push across there and just try to move in and take them out. They're not going to have hardly anything left anyway. As my chopper spam, my third spam of the game comes in. We started off with the little trucks, and then we had all the Marders, and now we've got my chopper spam going in to see if we can snipe this last command. Bringing in some Kylers, they're not going to get there in time. That's not going to last very long. There's the command. Just need a rocket to hit them. There it is. The Gazelle 34-2M HOT gets the last kill. And it's GG. So I think that illustrated fairly well the mechanized deck and the kind of way you can use it. It wouldn't be as easy against a good team, of course, but it's kind of a spammy, good for conquest games. The mechanized deck, spam out those auto cannon trucks, spam out those infantry, and just try to take out big areas. Vulcan did really well on the right with those Lafayettes. They lasted the whole game. I think he definitely got the best out of them and did a nice amphibious landing on the right hand side as well with the Marines, even backed up with chaparrals and things on the right hand side. And SilverRaptor did a cracking job to hold that whole area with his armoured division on the left hand side that allowed me and Vulcan to do that massive push up the right hand side. So a nice game. Thanks to the opposition as well. A little bit of experience, but put up a good fight. Didn't quit till right near the end, so that was really nice. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.